Distinguished viewers, my name is Henry Akos, and I welcome you to Rero TV. The recent political tsunami that happened in Delta State have left so many persons talking on social media and some even on television regarding the defection of the People's Democratic Party, PDP structure, and the executive governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori, from PDP down to the All Progressive Congress, APC. We are here in Mosoga to get reactions from APC Chieftain Dr Omene Omene on his thoughts on the recent defection of the executive governor and the PDP.
First of all, let me thank you for coming over to discuss this issue with me. There are two things that, or two angles I'm going to look at it from. One with mixed feelings, and the other joy. First, let me thank the very hard-working APC members or leaders that have actually been able to build up the party to such an enviable position that others saw that there was need for them to move into. So, and they have been moving en masse even before the governor took a decision to come. But for the core APC members and leaders, who are the grassroots men and women that have built up this party under the leadership of the Senator Obioma, the former Deputy Senate President, you will have concluded without mincing words that based on his leadership, APC became a darling to the opposition, and it equally became a big threat to the opposition. They felt, how do we now face this APC onslaught? Of course, the first election we clearly won it, but the law says no, we didn't win. So we felt, okay, fine, go ahead. We will continue to build the party, and we continued. We went around the 25 local governments to do a thank you visit, all the 25 local government, and it was a very wonderful experience. I was there all through. You know, some of the lazy politicians, the Abuja politicians, they didn't show up because they don't even know. I'm sure some of them may not even know their polling units. They get confused when they reach a polling unit. No, your own is the other one, sir. You know. So those kind of politicians that we call politicians in diaspora, within Nigerian diaspora in bracket, you know, those people didn't really have any basic interest of the electorate. If you have that interest of the electorate, then you should be able to say thank you for what you have done for me in the last election, whether you won or not. There's only one leader that knew that that was a very crucial part of politicking, and that's the first time in the history of this state where after election the leadership of that party go out there to thank the people. Having said that, there's some group of people they came together and said, no. That one man called Obioma is too powerful. Let's reduce him. And you start doing things that will even bring down your party. It's unfortunate, but that has been done. And today, to the glory of God, the entire PDP, or at least 80 to 90% of the PDP members now, we're still watching whether some will withdraw or those who remain behind will not join. We're watching. You know, they have decided to join the governor, His Excellency Sheriff Oborevwori, to come to APC. Why? The question there is, why would a major party like PDP, almighty PDP that used to be in those days, now move home to another home of another opposition called APC, the ruling party at the center, but ruling party at the state level? What could have prompted you, or what could have prompted the entire party to move? Like I earlier said, APC house is being built solidly, and that has shaken PDP to the roots. Believe it or not, shaken them to the roots. That they now know that they will have no chances of winning the next election come 2027. So to save face, we must move. And there's nothing wrong with what they have done, I must state. And I told you 2 ways. You know, we are extremely happy that Delta State PDP has collapsed. When you look at it from the angle of an APC stakeholder like me, yes, we will be able to collapse because we are now the enviable party that everybody must come to. I know that the governor, I must give this to him, as a very wise man. If he's not wise, he wouldn't think of going to run a jumping ship. At this point in time, when he knew his own ship was already sinking. So it was okay to have jumped ship. But now that he has jumped the ship, he should realize too that there are certain people that came to his apartment, the governor's house or government house in Asaba on last Sunday, a day before he decamped, making some reckless statements that are indicative of some people who are shameless. That's the truth. Why did I say that? You know, an honorable minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria committed to state, it's confession time. Confession time. That now we were just confessing among ourselves that we will have lost to you, Governor, in 2027. So this move we have made now has survived us. What? What's the height of incompetence, height of laziness of a politician? You are admitting that you are not a good grassrooted politician. You admit it too that your faction of APC is inept. They don't have grassroots connection. Otherwise, somebody who is moving to you, is moving from his own to move to you. You are not saying, no, we wouldn't have been able to win you. So we're happy that you came. So look at the flyover, this is America. You have turned the fruit to America. Move here to America. It's a laughable thing. It's very sad. But I do know that the man they were talking to is smarter than them. Definitely smarter than them. And I saw some of the men they call the big guys or big guns of politics. All of them clapping. Yes, 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 yes. I'm telling you this. I felt so disappointed. But like I said, the governor is smarter than them. He knows who is really or who are really his problems when he was on the other side of PDP. Those that were really driving or in the driving wheel, behind the driving wheel of opposition. Those that were giving him the heat, he knows them. And they were not part of those people that came to him clapping, can you imagine? We are here, we don't have anything, we are surrendering everything to use the power on. That anybody who is not here now is a comedian. You dare to call of the Almighty a comedian. You dare to call me a comedian. You dare to call the rest of people who believe in true democratic values comedians. Who is a comedian now? They are the comedians. It's a very sad thing. But again, we've come home. They have come to join us. I mean the PDP. I welcome them from the bottom of my heart as our new members, and we're definitely going to work together. The national chairman has advised all of us to be calm, to remain calm, and we're going to work together to make sure we deliver. The major interest of everyone is the center. The federal government being led by the president. His interest is paramount because he is doing so much for this country today. But I want to welcome, use this opportunity to welcome the governor and his PDP followers. Now we're all APC people, but be mindful of the people that don't really have any electoral value. In the last election, I have my unit result. It used to be 000 APC. But for the first time, we said no. And we got our seats. So what I'm saying is, it is not a winner takes it all for the governor. I know it's beyond that. And of course, the vice president, when he came to receive the governor, clearly mentioned it, that Oborevwori and the governor had to what? Work together. And we are expecting that to happen without any rancor, without any rivalry, so that we can move ahead. Of course, it's very easy to do that. If they need my opinion, I will state clearly that there should be negotiations on who should do what and what should go where. In that case, there will be a very peaceful coexistence. You know, for example, we all know that Ethiopia belongs to Eratake, Mrs. Eratake Boriswenu, being the highest office holder in this area, as the lady representing us in the Federal House of Representatives. Ethiopia West is definitely in the safe hands of His Excellency James Bori, Mrs. Swenu, and some of us is in safe hands. So those who are coming to join us should be able to be patient and take instructions to work together, so that we don't have any rancor. We don't have a situation whereby we start envying ourselves. We have built this party to enviable position enough for anyone now to say, yes, either you key in or you move out. You know, but not a question of say you, I know the governor did not come in here and the center that is telling him, oh, you take over the mantle of leadership to oppress those that have been there. No, I don't think he had that, and I don't think he's that kind of person anyway. And if he must succeed for the benefit of the electorate, for the people of Delta State, for what we have lost in so many years in terms of the dividends of democracy, there's no longer an opportunity to use our funds to fund federal elections of vice presidential elections that came to naught after spending billions and billions. There are a lot of revelations stating clearly that over 65% of Delta State funds is being used to fund PDP in the past. So even if it's only that APC have achieved by cutting off that live wire of PDP, because it's a wasteful spending of our collective funds or our commonwealth. If that's the only thing APC have achieved, we are fully glad. We should go and even celebrate it. The only thing is, the governor must work in harmony, hand in hand, with the existing party faithfuls that are so dedicated and grassrooted, not Abuja politicians.
We have been speaking to Chief Dr. Omene. He is APC Chieftain in Ethiopia West and Delta State at large. Chief, we hope to speak to you in subsequent times, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.